on J Street right here. We're gonna continue walk. We're gonna turn on here. This is J right here. It's J Street right here. This used to be a train track back in the day. We're on J Street. We're gonna walk up J. But J Street's a little lit. We're gonna walk up J though. Yeah, we're gonna walk up J. Yeah. Think that shit is funny. Two guys laughing at you because you trying to make it out in the world. It ain't funny until you experience brokenness when a homeless person come back asking you for money and a homeless person begging out on the street, you feel me? So it's like you want to make fun of somebody because you feel that the struggle is hard or whatever. I don't pay these people no mind because they a bunch of devils, you feel me? I don't pay them no mind. So when I said to them I make money, then I make 1,000 out here hustling because people don't want to hire me to work. So I turn to making videos as a job and a career that I could make money from. You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't realize that struggle until they face it. We on York, right? Nah, we on Water Street. Look, all right, yeah. We on Water Street, yeah. They don't under struggle until they face that shit, bro. Real tight. That's how it is, bro. That's the world. We coming back. We turn up here Water Street. Like I said, two people that's just making fun. I walk with a camera in hand, they never see a camera in their hand. Never see a brother with a camera in their hand trying to make some money, you feel me? So, they don't realize that the life that you were living right here, it's like the plan of it and whatever you're doing could make that struggle become a reality out here, you know? I grew up in Brooklyn, grew up in East Flatbush actually, and growing up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, the struggle is real because a lot of people trying to find a job, a lot of jobs didn't want to hire, you know, when the heat and hot water was running, people used to go bare on the streets to make ends meet, you know what I'm saying? When people used to when they ain't had no money to buy diapers, they used to steal the diapers out the store for them to put food on the table, you feel me? So it's like kind of like you don't realize the struggle of Brooklyn until you get to the situation where you're trying to. At the time, there was no welfare. There was no time. There was no Section 8. There was no time when Section 8 and welfare wasn't there. I think Section 8 and welfare came around in the early, I think 19 in the 80s or something like that. So yeah, I think in the early 80s, no 90s when Section 8 used to come on. I think HRA come on. I started a job in 95. So yeah, around that time when they ain't had no section, I think, yeah, around that time though. And it was kind of hard because a lot of people trying to put food on the table for their kids, and they started stealing diapers and Pampers to feed their kids, you know, formula, all that shit like that back in the day, you know. And you don't know how it is when you grow up in Brooklyn and your father wasn't there, and then you had a single mom, you feel me? Trying to put food on the table for your child, you know? Kind of like, it's kind of weird because you never You never see the struggles until you face that shit by yourself, man. You never see that shit until you understand how the world is. Because sometimes when you look at life, you look at it at a different point. People don't realize that we could hustle the world and we could do everything in the world. The world will lick in your ass. And you feel like the world will lick in your ass very badly though. So I'm saying? So we on Bridge and Water Street. You know what I'm saying? This is not a reality world. This is a world that you ain't know how it is until you figure it out. You feel me? I tell y'all motherfuckers this shit. Y'all don't know life until you see that shit by yourself, man. You grow up in the area in Brooklyn, you see people thieving and stealing from motherfuckers. You don't even know how it is in the world. And they talk about, oh, they're laughing because you don't really understand that shit. And they're laughing at you because they never agree. They never agree how it is, you know? I tell people, when the struggle out here gets real, you gotta face that shit by yourself. Cause nobody ain't gonna help you until you have to help yourself, you know? You see motherfuckers laughing at you because they see you making something of yourself and they laughing. But they can't laugh at your struggle, they laughing at your success, you feel me? Back in the day, this used to be a crack house right here. And then they put buildings over here too. Look at that, warehouses for lease. You see that? We go into the old dumpling area. Give me a second. Walking like that. I thought somebody was behind me. Shit. We on Gold Street right here. We're gonna walk up Gold Street because I think the bus stop is at York and Gold. Yeah, we're gonna walk right here. Damn, we made it right here, bro.